you have critical information that can help us find and find out what happened to Kim, find out what happened to Dawn.
You're trying these people. So you're saying somebody, I have critical information about my friends. Okay, that could lead to whatever happened to them, right? Mm-hmm. But you just was trying to blame and say that I was the last one there, and you're trying to say all this about DNA and all these different things, like trying to fucking push it off on me then. Before that, why would you say that after? Why would you say that and then be like, hey, we'd like this extra information to figure out what fucking happened.
Okay,
this is done.
All right,
this is done.
Robert, you said you were there for
We're done.
So you said, now sit down.
On February 7th, 2025, a man near the Cowlitz River in Washington noticed someone behaving in an unusual manner. According to the witness, the male appeared to be talking to people who weren't there, yelling and throwing items into the water. At one point, he was seen whipping his shirt and backpack against a rock. Concerned about the erratic behavior, the witness called the police.
911, what's your emergency? I'm on the Cowlitz River, and I have an individual on the other side of the river that's having a mental something or other. He's stripping down, kicked his shoes in the river.
What's the address where he's at? Do you know?
Well, I can tell you where I'm at. I'm on the Cowlitz River, but I'm under I-5 at the boat launch. He's on the Cowlitz Loop Road side, which is the north side, and he's been there for 3 hours. I've been watching him, and he's yelling and screaming at everybody in the world, but now he's taking his clothes off. He's lost his tennis shoes. He threw his toothbrush and his toothpaste in the river, and he's so dangerously close to 12 feet of water.
What's your name, partner? What's your name, bud? What's your name? You don't have to tell me. You're not in any trouble. Hey, is there anything I can do to help you out?
Hey, you can go buy something to eat. Just sit here with like a bag of chips. Maybe hot.
I'll see what I can do.
If you do, we'll go down there. I'll talk to you.
All right, hang tight. I'll be right back. Got no weapons or nothing like that on you, do you? Here you go, man.
Cool,
Thirsty
man,
too? Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You alright, man?
Yeah.
Just going through one of those things? What's your name, partner? No, I'm good, dude. It's all you, man. Eat up. What's at least your first name, so I can talk to you.
My first name?
Yeah. I feel like I met you, I dealt with you somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, are you Chandler? Okay, that's it. Hi, man. How you doing? Yoko, remember me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So, at least give you these and maybe stay away from the water so everyone doesn't call on you?
Yeah.
That sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, dude.
Cool.
Take care, Chandler Cat.
You know.
Alright.
This is 35-year-old Robert Chandler of Toledo, Washington. If that name rings a bell for local law enforcement, it should. He's been on their radar for years. His record isn't minor. prior felony convictions for attempted residential burglary, multiple assaults, drug offenses, escape from custody, and malicious mischief. A stack of misdemeanors on top of that, including assault and resisting arrest. At one point, 22 active warrants had been issued for him. So, when officers run his name and come back with an active failure to appear warrant, nobody's surprised. This time, he goes quietly, but what nobody knows yet is what's already waiting to be found.
Dispatch, how can I help you?
Yeah, we were trying to get a well check on someone.
Okay, have you already called us, or you're looking?
We're trying to get someone to come out and check on them. They haven't been seen out of their place in 2 weeks.
Okay, what's the address?
On February 25th, 2025, just after 10 p.m., Winlock police responded to a call for a welfare check at a mobile home on the 400 block of Byam Road. The home appeared secure, except for a window propped slightly open with a board wedged in place, seemingly to let the cats come and go. Shortly after midnight, after several failed attempts to make contact, officers forced entry through the front door and found the bodies of 61-year-old Donald Piccolo and 51-year-old Kimberly Torres. Both had clearly been there for some time. Blood spatter marked the ceiling and walls, and the extent of their injuries was terrifying. Evidence at the scene indicated a prolonged and extremely violent attack, with injuries suggesting both victims attempted to defend themselves. The Lewis County Sheriff's Office was called in, and what started as a welfare check quickly turned into a suspected homicide investigation. By morning, detectives and crime scene personnel were processing what they describe as a complex, deeply disturbing scene. Autopsies later confirmed that both victims died from multiple sharp force injuries. 2 swords recovered at the scene were believed to be the murder weapons. From there, detectives began building a timeline using surveillance, witness statements, and evidence from the scene. A neighbor's security camera captured a brown pickup arriving at the home on February 4th, the same day Donald's daughter last saw the couple alive. The passenger, described as a tall white male with a black backpack, is seen being dropped off and never appears on camera leaving. Investigators later tracked down the driver, who identified that passenger as Robert Chandler. Around that same time frame, a witness reported going to the residence and knocking on the door. Instead of Donald or Kimberly, she heard a high-pitched male voice from inside respond, "Housekeeping!" Inside the home, detectives recovered items directly linked to Chandler, including a pair of jeans found near one of the victims. In the pockets were a signed EBT card and Department of Corrections paperwork bearing his name, physical evidence placing him inside the residence. By the time detectives put this together, Chandler was already in custody on an unrelated violation and booked into the Lewis County Jail. On March 6th, investigators brought him in for an interview. At that point, they weren't looking for a confession. They were looking to lock in his story, test what he would admit to, and see how he responded when confronted with the timeline and evidence.
What's your phone number?
My phone number?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I just bought the phone.
You just
It's been stolen from me about 4 times since I had it.
Oh,
I
really?
think the first week it was stolen 3 different times.
That's not good.
Well, I mean, it's not good, but when it keeps showing up after I go to sleep and wake up, it's not good either.
That's
So,
weird. You don't remember your phone number?
no, I don't.
Okay, that's all
I
right.
really don't. I just got it. And like I told you, I could barely remember days, let alone some things that are traumatic. And I would say from the past, like sometimes I remember more than others. So.
So I want to go back to the, we were talking about that truck and the videos we've got from people in the area that showed up at Kim and Don's. I know you said you kind of recognize it, but you don't really know who it would be, anything like that. You may have even ridden in it. We just did a person get out and go into Kim and Don's house.
Okay.
They were wearing like a orangish red, kind of like a zip-up coat.
Wow.
And they had like a backpack on, black backpack, wearing blue jeans, and some like grayish shoes, maybe Nikes. And, that person, it wasn't just like they go to the front door and they're gone for a minute, or, at the door for a minute and come back out and leave. This person went in there for a long time, and so, does anybody like that sound familiar to you, that would wear clothing like that?
I really don't know.
Okay. And I know clothes can change, and from day to day. So
I really don't know.
Okay.
Where do you keep your clothes at? If you don't have a place to stay.
In a backpack.
Backpack?
Long enough for people to steal them from me.
Okay. Seems like a lot of people steal a lot of stuff from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's
crazy. That's crazy.
It happens.
It happens. You're right.
Yeah.
How long have you been clean now?
I've been clean now, like a day.
A day?
Yeah.
When you're using, what's your drug of choice? Is it meth? Is it blues?
No.
Fatty powder?
Meth sometimes.
Meth?
Or meth most of the time, yeah.
One time I dealt with it, you had the air duster can.
Yeah.
You still doing that every once in a while?
I was.
Okay. When you are on these drugs, or even if you're not, do you ever have times in your life when you just lose control?
No.
No?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I have more control over myself than I ever have my whole life since before. I think the less control I ever had in my life was when I was about 19.
Oh, okay.
So
you don't ever have moments when you just out of your mind lose control?
I just told you no.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough.
Robert, when you talk about that truck, I think we've identified that truck. Okay.
Yeah.
What we want to do is just anybody that might have a contact with it, kind of verify what we already know about that, because we know quite a bit about the case already.
Yeah, of course. No, I get it.
And some things we absolutely know, and there's some things we think we have some ideas of what could have happened. Okay. There's just some things we just don't know.
Yeah.
But and one of the things that we absolutely do know, without a question, was that the person that got out of that truck and went into that truck, from the truck into Dawn and Kim's house,
was this person?
Was you.
Yeah.
And you were wearing that orange coat.
Okay.
And carrying the black bag.
All right.
And we know who dropped you off there.
Yes.
Okay. So we know when that date was.
Okay.
And we know that something happened after that date.
Okay. Nothing to do with this person.
Okay. Because, I don't know, again, there's things that we don't know. We don't know what you did in there. We didn't know what kind of conversations occurred.
I would say he ate, he got water, and he left.
Okay. About when? How much time?
He doesn't even, I might say, he doesn't even, he's going to find out who did it. Oh, I know.
Okay. Because, you got family, I've got family, freaking Don, he was a father.
He was a father. He still is a father. He always will be a father.
Yep. Kim, she was a mother. They have family. They've got kids. We all do. They're people,
They are people.
And
I gotta find out who did something to him, because it wasn't this person.
And we know what happened in there, and we know we've talked with people who knew Dawn, we knew people who knew Kim, and we know that sometimes they can be kind of jerks.
No, never.
Never?
Not this person.
Okay. Well, sometimes just the people we've talked with and other people's accounts, they said, sometimes they can be a jerk. Sometimes they don't want people there. It's go away. Maybe they just want their private time. I don't know. It wasn't every time it showed up. Someone showed up.
I don't like you talking about them like that.
Okay.
But overall, they're very good people.
Overall, yes, they're great people.
I know this.
But for whatever reason, somebody would say, Don doesn't want company today. And I think you can respect that as a person, that sometimes someone just wants to be left alone.
Yeah.
Okay. And I totally get that. I'm the same way.
This person would walk through walk through hellfire for them.
Okay.
You understand that?
I do.
There's no way this person would ever hurt them.
Okay.
Okay? Just because you didn't see anybody coming through anywhere else besides the fucking front door doesn't mean this person has anything to do with that.
Right. I understand that, but we know that you were there. That's why we're asking, what do you remember when you were there last?
Just told you.
You got some food?
He ate, drank water, they smoked. Okay? Then he ended up leaving.
When did he leave?
Well, little whiles after.
Did he stay the night?
When he got there, it was early in the morning. And
did he get in any kind of fight with Don and Kim?
No, he didn't.
Did they tell him to get out?
No, they would have asked him to leave. He would have just left.
Okay. So, did they take anything from him?
No, they were worried about someone else.
Who?
I don't know.
Is there any chance that he left something behind at the house?
Possible. But he was there.
Is there any chance he left clothing behind?
Maybe. I don't know. Not sure.
Okay. Because when he was there, something happened.
Yeah, but it wasn't him. It wasn't anybody using his body.
Okay. And we know what happened.
What was your reason? What do you think
Well,
happened?
what the scene tells us and everything, that we know there was some violence that happened in the house.
Oh, what must have happened after this person was gone?
And we know after he was there, nobody else went to the house. They went inside.
Well, you might want to check the window.
The window for the cats.
The window, yes.
Because there are a couple windows.
Yes, there is a couple windows.
Mm-hmm. What would the window have to do with anything?
The window would have to do with people getting in there without you knowing.
Okay. Oh, there's the one window that the cats go in and out of.
So there's a window. There's two windows in the kitchen. There's a window in there's one. 7 windows in that house.
Well, we got video.
Sure, you got video. Video can be manipulated. How long have you guys been on video?
How long have we had video?
Yes, probably 70 years.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Video's
it's been
been around since-
manipulated for a long fucking time.
Sure.
Okay.
But this wasn't manipulated in any way.
So just
And, you know, we are collecting and we have DNA.
okay.
We have fingerprints.
Yeah.
And then there's a reason why you're sitting here today, Robert.
Yeah, because you're asking a question.
Mm-hmm.
That has nothing to do with this person.
I think this person may have left some things behind that didn't intend to.
No,
Things that
you guys are so
things that he doesn't realize he left behind.
I would tell you that you are very off course, and you guys are going to.
Okay.
When I say off course, like majorly off course.
If he was upset enough with them for some whatever reason,
He wasn't.
if they were upset with him for whatever reason,
They weren't.
then
There's no reason.
what could have happened?
Why would you think that this person would do something like that?
We're asking because you were there.
Okay, and you already told that.
So
he ended up leaving and he was not a part of it.
Okay.
What do you think? What reason do you think that this person would ever do something like that?
That I don't know. That's why I'm asking the questions.
Because there's no reason. There's no reason that would ever amount up to anything like that for him to do anything. And he hasn't.
Because someone was there. He was there.
Yeah.
And he was there.
There's more people there.
And nobody else went in afterward.
As you've seen, it ain't that hard for you to get that point.
Okay. There's only one door. All the windows we have video for.
No, you don't. First of all.
And when you, the last one there, you have critical information that can help us find and find out what happened to Kim, find out what happened to Dawn. These people,
you're trying.
These people.
So you're saying somebody. I have critical information about my friends. Okay, that could lead to whatever happened to them. Right, but you just was trying to blame and say that I was the last one there, and you're trying to say all this about DNA and all these different things, like trying to push it off on me. Then before that, why would you say that after? Why would you say that and then be like, hey, we'd like this extra information to figure out what happened.
Okay,
this is done.
All right,
this is done.
Robert, you said you were there 4 months. Now sit down. Sit down for a second, and we'll take you back. Okay, sit down,
please,
Robert.
sit down.
Please sit down. Okay. You said you were there 4 months ago, right?
I said possibly remember that.
Okay.
Yes.
So this last time you were there, about when was that? Look at me for a second, Robert.
I told you we're done.
Okay.
You heard what I said.
How long ago?
The reason I say that is because of what you just said. Check this out. You want to play your back and forth. You're never going to find who did that to my friends. And I would find them way before you could ever.
Okay.
Okay. And I will.
And then what?
And then what?
And then
I'll tell you exactly what happened, who did it. Okay. And you can deal with it.
So then
and
what
I can
rumors
move on with my own fucking life.
So what rumors have you heard about who did it then?
I told you the only rumors that I heard when I got in here. That was it. That was the only rumor that I heard.
Okay.
That was it.
Hey, take a breath. Take a breath. Take a drink of Mountain Dew.
Your Mountain Dew.
Take a breath.
You heard what I said. I'm done with this.
Okay.
I understand this. This is my friend. Did he ever give you food when you were homeless?
No.
Did he ever let you stay or take a shower?
No.
Did you?
No.
Okay. What about Kim?
I know Don. I've known him.
What about Kim? Did you ever show up and it was like, hey man, here, you hungry? Because you're starving outside, sleeping outside in the cold?
Hey, Robert.
No, you didn't.
Take a breath.
I'm taking a breath. I'm talking.
Quit interrupting.
I'm talking.
Quit interrupting. Okay? I've known Don for a very long time, over 20 years.
Yeah, well,
So
guess
don't
what?
think that I don't know.
Yeah, you don't really know him very well, though.
No, because I'm on this side and he's on that side.
Okay.
But I've always had great respect for Don because
Okay.
he's been good to me.
All right. Yeah, he's been good to me, too.
Exactly.
Okay?
That's why
so if I knew who did it, it would be over with already. Okay? Just because you don't see nobody else going to the fucking house, okay? That doesn't just
when we have
put stuff on
evidence
me.
of Robert Chandler being there
I already
and DNA
know
and stuff that Robert Chandler left there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to get your DNA per search.
You already have it.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do. You have it on file. 7 times already. You've already taken my DNA.
Robert, take a breath, dude.
Dude, you're pissing me off, dude.
We have a search warrant to get a swab of your DNA, okay, signed by a judge, okay?
Whatever.
So we're going to do that real quick, all right? Just take a breath.
You know what? What this comes down to is we're going to compare the DNA. If it doesn't match yours, then you're okay. You understand that?
Whatever.
Okay.
Take it.
So this is your copy of the search warrant.
I don't need a copy.
Okay. Well, it's for you anyway. You can leave it or whatever you want to do. But I'm telling you, you're passionate. I can see you're passionate about wanting to see what's going on here and understand what happened.
No, I'm telling you right now that you guys, I've been over so many times by people that thought they knew what was going on.
Okay, Robert.
Do you understand that?
I understand. And I'm not yelling at you, so please don't yell at me. But my job, and I've been dedicated to this for the last week, is finding out what happened to them. I'm obligated, and I want to because these are people. These are people.
Oh, I know they're people. I know.
They helped out a lot of people, and they helped out you.
Yes.
They helped out many. And it's not right what happened to them.
So you're trying to put off what happened to them on me.
You were there. We're asking questions of anybody that we know of that been there.
This is just one thing for each cheek, okay?
Go.
I'm going to. I'm just letting you know, okay?
Yeah.
Open your mouth. Okay, have a seat. Sit back. I got them both. What questions do you have, Robert?
I don't have any questions. You guys are the ones that asked me to come over here.
I know. Okay, we're just trying to get to the bottom of this.
You know the best thing was
What?
when I got suffocated in the woods, right? What I could do after that.
What's that?
Just get my life together.
And did you?
Yeah, been doing it ever since.
Have you?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you have been.
Yeah.
And I hope you continue getting your life together, but we still need to figure out what happened to these two.
Well, no,
When you're the last person that's been there that we know of, that's why we're talking to you.
He was the last person that was there.
And who was?
Figure it out. Since you want to think you know everything.
I don't think I know everything.
Well,
I'm
you
telling
act like you do.
No, I'm telling you I don't.
So
I'm telling you the truth. Okay?
eventually you'll figure, I would say, a partial amount of, and I would say, ins and outs of the and how people get in that house and how people don't.
So tell me, how do people get in?
I'm talking to him.
Okay.
I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
We know how people get in and out.
No, you're not getting it.
We know that most people use the front door.
Yeah, most people use the front door. Yeah.
And then we know the cats went in and out an open window. They kept it propped open and secured so nobody else could open that all the way.
Figure it out.
So how else do people get in?
Don't worry about it. You know so much, you figure it out yourself. Okay?
Okay.
That's pissing me off.
It's pissing me off too, because I want to know what happened.
Yeah. Well, you act like you know what happened all the time. Since I came in here, you want to talk like you did. And you don't, which pisses me off. Because you want to put it off on me and try to take my life from me, which is fucking pissing me off.
Are you done?
No. Irritating.
I agree.
I'm glad you agree. All fucking time. Do you think suffocating somebody in the woods over a misdemeanor is a good idea?
I'm not going to talk about that incident.
Oh, why not?
Because I wasn't there. I can't give you any information on it.
So say we need to look at a window that we don't know about.
I would say look at every single window.
Okay.
Okay? Even the ones that you don't have camera on, apparently.
If there was a particular window, what one would you think? Seriously, I don't.
Just do it. Just look into the windows because you say you have a camera on that whole house, which you don't. I know every angle you could ever have camera on that house, and not just that house, but every fucking house there is on this planet.
On the planet?
Yes.
That's a bit much.
Who was just talking to you? He does.
Okay. Why would a person come in through a window and not the door?
That's a question you can't try to answer.
Would you go out the window or come in a window?
Is a house on fire? If the house is on fire, then maybe.
Okay. On Don's house, would you come or go out the window?
So,
or would you go out the front door? Because you're a normal person, you'd probably go out the front door.
It depends. Right? Depends on if you wanted me to go out there.
Okay.
It depends. There's billions of different possibilities.
Why did you tell us you haven't been there in 4 months, though?
He's having a hard time with memory, considering it's been like that since the last 3.5 years since he got suffocated in the woods. How stupid are you? I know your IQ is about, 37? I think there's cats out there that have bigger IQs than you.
Okay.
The disrespect is funny.
I'm not disrespecting.
It is because you act like you know. This person is keeping all of this, whether you believe it's not, this planet in, I would say, all the planets in their orbital tracks right now. You know who's talking to you?
How are you doing that?
How is he doing that? His
How is
body
he
is
doing
grounded
that?
to the planet, and that's the way I made it for him. When he leaves, so there's 4.7 billion people. That's a fact. Whether you believe it or not, I don't give a.
How is that going to happen?
How is that going to happen? How is he going to leave?
Yes.
Well, guess what? There's many different ways he can. If he chooses to go a different way, guess what? I'll take more people off the planet. And I mean 4.7 billion won't be the least amount.
So how is he
They'll
going to
come
take?
all at once.
How is he going to take 4.7 billion people off the planet?
Because he won't be guiding the planets in the tracks anymore.
How does he guide the planets on the tracks?
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
Can we talk to Robert again?
No.
No?
No, because you're pissing him off.
And who are you then?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yes. You believe in Jesus Christ?
Yep.
Yes.
You read your Bible. Mm-hmm. First of all, you ass is going to be left behind.
I read the
Since
Bible.
I spoke this earth into existence and my son died on the cross for you, you're staying behind anyways because you prove disrespect.
So does he know what happened to Don and Kim?
Does he know? He had nothing to do with any of those things.
Does Robert know?
Does he know?
Does
no,
Robert
we
know?
don't.
Okay. Do you believe you're Jesus Christ?
No, that's my son.
That's your son?
Yes.
So you believe you're God?
I know him.
Okay.
And the thing is I already know that this person, this buddy, never had nothing to do with their harm.
Okay.
That's a fact. So, I have no worries for him.
No worries?
No, I don't. When somebody went over Egypt and took all the firstborn sons, because the Pharaoh wanted to let go of my people, and they was told to time and time again, this person who you had talked to for almost 35 years, right? He's going to fly around this earth just like that. And he's going to take 4.7 billion people with him because that's the makeup. That's the way I made it for him.
That's the plan, right?
Is that your plan?
No, that's going to happen.
That's going to happen?
Yes.
Why did your accent change?
Why did my accent change? Why do you not go home earlier than stay at work?
I would love to be honest with you. That's the truth.
Why does your wife always wonder if there's more that you and her can do together when you aren't even sitting next to her?
Because I don't understand your question.
Yeah, exactly. If I wrote it in a book and put it, say, all together in scripture, you wouldn't understand it even if you were reading it and trying to believe it.
Dr. Wallace, do you have anything?
So when you are going to be done with all this, and you're finally off DOC, and you talk about getting your life back on track.
But he's
and
getting
being
his
able
life
to.
on track.
Well, I mean, you've got to finish up.
He's got enough knowledge. He could make it to where you guys aren't even flying, I would say, combustion engine jets. We could have interstellar jets that go from regular tarmac to, I would say, the ISS in, I would say, 45 minutes.
Okay. But when Robert's done and he's no more has to check in, nothing like that. He wants to get a job over at Amazon.
Right now, he's wanting to get a job at Amazon when I have already gifted this person 100 million years of knowledge. Okay. Amazon is kind of not really I would say, a job that would, I would say, even qualify for his standards.
Okay.
Eventually, detectives realize the conversation is no longer productive. Chandler's behavior has shifted so dramatically that continuing the interview isn't likely to yield reliable information, so they decide to end it. Initially, Chandler had attempted to deny involvement and downplay his presence at the home. But as investigators walked him through the surveillance footage, timeline inconsistencies, and physical evidence placing him inside the residence, his responses became increasingly strained and disorganized. He repeatedly referred to himself in the third person as this person, suggested the video evidence could have been manipulated, and grew more confrontational as the pressure increased. Then, shortly after detectives emphasized that he was seen entering the home but never leaving, his demeanor changed noticeably. Chandler began speaking in grandiose and religious terms, referring to himself as God and describing Robert as though he were a separate individual. Detectives brought Chandler back the following day in an attempt to continue the conversation, but this time the interview was brief and ended almost as quickly as it began. In a phone call to his mother from jail after he was interviewed about the murders, Chandler allegedly asked her to wash the clothes in his backpack and to charge his phone because he was going to be getting out soon, according to court documents. Law enforcement obtained a warrant for Chandler's mother's residence and obtained the clothing inside the backpack, which reportedly had apparent bloodstains on it. Following the interviews, Chandler was initially charged with 1 count of second-degree murder and 1 count of first-degree burglary. Those charges would be upgraded 3 days later. At a preliminary hearing on Monday, March 10, 2025 in Lewis County Superior Court, Chandler was charged with 2 counts of first-degree aggravated murder. The charge carries a maximum penalty of life in prison without parole or release, the harshest possible sentence under Washington law. Bail was denied until the case is resolved. 4 days later, a court-ordered forensic evaluation found Chandler incompetent to stand trial due to schizophrenia spectrum and substance use disorders. After involuntary medication during competency restoration treatment, forensic evaluators determined his symptoms improved and he was restored to competency. He later entered a written plea of not guilty by reason of insanity to each count. As it stands, Robert Chandler's trial is tentatively set to begin in November 2026. What are your thoughts on this case? What was going through Chandler's mind when detectives described the evidence? Do you think Chandler experienced a true psychological break or something else? As usual, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section.